Good evening. I'm DirtyV. With the recent spread of the COVID-19 virus, aka the coronavirus, aka the hidden scourge, aka our invisible war, aka that mother the DirtyV and Chico Show has assembled a group of experts to help bring you news coverage and stories available nowhere else. Tonight, we will be taking a look at a demographic whose voice isn't always heard when times of chaos arise. Also, one of the world's most valuable resources reached an all-time low. Panic swirls in the U.S. as toilet paper levels have reached a critical level. We have a video that can help you make your own toilet paper from the comfort of your own home. And lastly, many families have been practicing isolation, some upwards to a month. We haven't seen these people. We hope they're doing okay. We know they're getting bored. So we have a few videos and suggestions that can help you pass the time during this not-so-quarantine spring break. Our investigation news team will be bringing you news coverage on all these exciting developing stories. A good majority of the nation is home on government stay-at-home orders. All non-essential businesses such as retail, dining, clubs, and bars have all been closed, forcing many families into their house. As you can imagine, this has had a tremendous strain on our world. One group's world that has been impacted, maybe a little bit less sympathized group, are pets. Covering this intriguing topic is our senior correspondent with the DirtyV and Chico Show COVID-19 Task Force, Chico.
Thanks, DirtyV. Have you noticed your animals acting weird lately? Well, you're probably not alone. Animals across the country have not been dealing with this COVID-19 pandemic very well. All of us pet owners staying home day by day, it's getting on their nerves. I was able to talk to a bunch of animals, but none of them would speak on camera, except for this one hamster, Snowball. And this is what he had to say.
Hey man, I think it's really ridiculous the way that y'all always be picking me up and putting me down, picking me up and putting me down. Don't you understand I'm nocturnal? I can't be outside all the time like this, man. It's ridiculous.
Hang in there, Snowball. We'll all get through this together. When pressed upon this question, the President of the United States suggested that we replace the animals' water bottles with cans of Lysol disinfectant. I don't think that's a good idea. Now, not all the animals are taking this in such a hard way. Some of them are taking it in stride, laying around, soaking up the sun, loving up their owners, just having a good old pandemic break, which is horrible, of course. This has been the real Chico, senior pet reporter at the DirtyV and Chico Show Pandemic COVID-19 report, signing off. Back to you, DirtyV.
Thanks, Chico. It's really nice to see what those critters are getting up to during this time. Next, toilet paper levels has reached a critical low in the United States. Very low. We've got a video sent in by a fan that can show you how to cook up some toilet paper from the comforts of your own home. Take a look. Hi, today on our cooking show, we are going to be cooking some comfort foods, some toilet paper from the comfort of our own home. We've got a nice, easy recipe, one of my favorites, and it uses some common ingredients that I think everybody will have at their house. Come on, let's make a recipe. The ingredients are things that everybody might have at their house, like a towel or sheet, maybe some newspaper, some kind of paper, a cutting board, another board that you can use to set stuff on, a rolling pin or some kind of roller, a nice heavy weight, some spoons and a ladle, whisk, and that should be pretty much all you really need to get this project started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is soak the paper for about 20 to 22 minutes to get a nice pulp going. You should start to see the paper loosening and the ink starting to separate from the paper. And next, we need to remove the ink. The ink will slowly start to cloud towards the top of the water, and you can use a skimmer to just skim that right on off the top. Nice and easy. Now you're going to want to spread our pulp mixture right onto your sheet surfaces. Once you have the sheet on there, lie the sheet over and use your roller pin or your roller to squeeze out all the remaining water and flatten your paper. Lay a board on top of the rolled out pulp and put a weight on top to squeeze out all the remaining water. Let it remain there for about 30 minutes until it gets done. Remove the paper and place in the sun to dry. Once dry, you can cut into strips for use. Wow, what an interesting story. I may have to try that when I get home tonight. But for our last topic, many families have been home in isolation for upwards of a month or two. Many months. And they are dying of boredom. They've already watched the Tiger King documentary and caught up on all their Walking Dead. So now they're thinking, what am I going to do? Well, we've got a list of videos here that can help you with what to do with just that. Take a look, and hopefully it helps out. If you can't make it out to the pool for this COVID-19 quarantine spring break, toss on a little suntan lotion, make a drink, and catch a little rays out in the living room. Or the sunroom if you got one of those. Really bored? Learn a new dance. There's all kinds of places like TikTok, YouTube, a friend. Learn a new dance, learn a funny, silly dance. Share with a friend or do one with a friend. Dancing is one of the many ways that people are coming together during this time of isolation. Want to kick it old school? Learn a new rap. I mean, there's only a bunch of new raps out there. Eminem has a new rap challenge where you can do the Godzilla challenge. It's way too hard for me, but you can learn a rap. If you really want to turn up the heat, learn a new Zumba dance. There's many you can learn online on YouTube, or if you have an Xbox 360, you can get the games really cheap. What a great way to burn calories. Now those looks like some great suggestions on things that can keep you busy during all this upcoming isolation on the front. And now that brings... Sorry? Isolation's over? Everybody's going back to work in their normal lives? We're always late. We're late to everything. Quarantine spring break's over? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like quarantine spring break is over, and everybody's going back to their normal lives. I don't know if we're even through the peak yet, so this may not be the smartest decision. So I hope that if you do end up going back to work, that you still try to be safe and follow all the guidelines that the CDC recommends as far as safe distancing and washing your hands and sanitizing and all that stuff. So be safe out there. A lot of love from the DirtyV and Chico Show, and we'll see you guys soon. I'm Dirty V. Good night.